everybody. How we doing? Welcome, everybody, to the episode Prompto stream. How are we tonight? You doing good? Great to see everybody. Hello. Hello. Here to break the chat again. Nice. Man, that was so fun last Thursday. Getting to talk about all those deep theological concepts. How great was that? Not every stream can do that, but you guys, cheers to you. Here's to you. All right, everybody, we've got a great stream for everybody tonight. We're going to have a great time. So, why don't we go ahead and get started? Because it is a tornado watch outside in Alabama because April showers and cyclones bring May flowers and life groans or something that rhymes. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, regardless of that, if it goes crazy and the stream goes down, you'll know why. The tornadoes. They probably didn't take me out, but they probably took out my internet. So that's probably it. Or the whispers. No spoilers. Here's what I can say, chat. I know that several of you are eagerly awaiting my next installment of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And in the longest playthrough imaginable, I've just finished Chapter 8, and my latest episode of New Game Chronicles is going to come out on Friday. God, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, as my grandmother used to say. Creek Indians is what is meant in that saying. But this episode is going to be a supersized episode covering chapters 3, 4, and 5 of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So get excited for that. 3 and 5 are pretty light, so 240 hours in, I'm 66 hours maybe at this point, and I'm not even really halfway. I feel like maybe right at halfway. 240 hours in, that's going to be me though. That is going to be me, I think, and once I finish hard mode and then I do electroplay and stuff, I mean, oh my gosh, hang it up. So anyway, that'll be this Friday. Look forward to it. But really get excited about next week's episode because that's when I'm talking about vacation. It's the vacation episode because we're doing Costa del Sol and we're going to do some Gold Saucer. Oh my gosh, just freaking love this game. Took a pause, feeling overwhelmed with recent events in life. Oh man, I hope everything's okay. Yeah, life's been crazy for me too. I mean, since Rebirth came out, we had midterms, we had spring break, and then last week was Holy Week. There was Holy Week last week, and I was like, I cannot deal with all of this. I cannot deal with the death and the resurrection of Jesus and all of the responsibilities that I have last week and Rebirth. So, but as soon as he went into the tomb on Friday, I went to my house and played Rebirth for like 48 straight hours. So, maybe not 48 straight hours, but it was hefty. So, yeah. But I did it in a somber way to commemorate the crucifixion, right? The lecture play of Rebirth is going to take a long time, but y'all, it's so rich. It's so rich, and I already know some of the lectures that I'm going to do. The Dine and Barrett chapter alone is going to be a major lecture, I can tell you right now. But I'm waiting until the very end of the game to really start to put my thoughts together. Like, you're getting like my initial thoughts as I do New Game Chronicles, but yeah, it's It's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your fiance's dad. Lots of hugs, and give your fiance our best and our thoughts. Sorry about that. That is hard. That is hard. Well, hopefully this stream tonight will kind of give you a moment to breathe a little bit, a moment to kind of relax. You're with friends tonight, so glad you're here. Glad you're here. Do you like these early in the stream 5-minute vibe sessions that we just listen to the music? And this is Prompto's music here. So. Well, without further ado, why don't we start up the stream? Oh, lunch. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe for a little bit, we can just kind of give a little bit of peace and reprieve from that. Anyway, glad you're here. Vent all you need, buddy. We're here for you. So chat, let's go ahead and get started. Tonight we are going to be talking about episode Prompto. And where we last left off, Noctis threw Prompto from a train, and that was that. So Prompto's feeling pretty lonely and sad now. But this is what happens while he is gone from the party, similar to how Gladio left the party for a bit. We are not going to do all the side content in episode Prompto, just FYI. We're going to kind of mainline the story. So that's kind of where we are. But for tonight's stream, I gave you the assignment of thinking about the book of Daniel. Thinking about the book of Daniel. And the book of Daniel, as well as thinking about David's core relationship of Saul. David and Saul, and then David and Jonathan as well. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about the book of Daniel. We're going to play episode Prompto, and we're going to try to make these connections. All right. So with that, why don't we go ahead and get started? And also a big happy birthday to Gladdy Daddy himself, Gladio. And with that, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Oh. We are going to play on normal difficulty because we real ones. I've been playing Rebirth on dynamic difficulty, so I'm used to enemies being right there with me. Gladdy Daddy is happy it's his birthday. A schism splits the royal retinue when Noctis inadvertently pushes Prompto from atop a speeding freightliner. Seemingly betrayed by his best friend, Prompto suppresses feelings of sadness and trudges through the snow in search of answers. It rhymed enough. Oh man, here we go. Let's do this. Blue eyes. Several days later. It's snow time.
It's freezing out here.
The real is. Sir. Ah, thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Hey, lady. Especially on hard mode. I look forward to playing it. Actually, I don't. I'm just enjoying all of the things. Oh, we are at Prompto's backstory, baby. Which was kind of tough to figure out the first time that you play through, like on day one. But your boy got it right. I knew what happened. Prompto, keep walking, buddy. You can do it. We love the Prompto DLC. Also, we love Prompto's new fit. We don't know how he got this new fit, but we love it. Oh, very cool. Oh, Prompto. Get out, buddy. Get out, buddy. Oh my goodness, Prompto.
What a way to go.
What a way to go. That was the end of episode Prompto. Oh, here they come. Oh, here we go. Raised in a common Lucian household, the often despondent Prompto enjoyed little familiarity with his adoptive parents. A chance encounter with Crown Prince Noctis inspired a change of heart, however, and he began to better himself in order to impress and ultimately befriend his royal classmate.
My whole life, all I ever wanted was friends.
Oh, Yarn, you're gonna love it.
But no one ever wanted me back. So when I finally found people who did want me, I did everything I could to make them stay. And ever since then, I've lived my life in fear. That one day they'd find out who I really was, and they wouldn't want me anymore.
Then not just of the train. Oh. Yeah, that anime of Prompto, or as somebody in my class called him, Plumpto. But that's okay, Prompto. We love you, no matter how big or uncool you might have been. Hey, Amy. It is interesting.
It's gone.
Just walking through the snow, that's what you missed.
What is this place?
Research log.
Research log year 722, day 189. I received a proposal regarding a way to improve the infantry's performance by leaps and bounds. Outfit the troopers with Magitech cores. Preliminary tests suggest sublimating demons for fuel will result in an unstable infantry unfit for the field. If the calculations he provided are correct, though, this could solve all our problems. The Deathless Project marks the advent of a new age. No longer will our soldiers fall on the field of battle. The Empire shall rise, and soon all the world shall bask in our glory.
All the world. So we are going to listen to all of the research logs because they do give us some insights that are important. And there he is, Verstel Bithsithia. A New Hope. Construction finished today on the first Magitech production facility. rising military star and leading authority on Magitech Verstale, Besithia has been selected to oversee the plant's operation. Reports say Besithia will relinquish his field duties in order to serve at the compound full time. Hooray. What about this guy? Is that something to read? Nope. Nope. Alright. Anything upstairs we need to look at? We're going to be thorough, but we're not going to lollygag. Or excuse me, we're not going to dilly-dally, shilly-shally, as some might say. Dilly-dally, shilly-shally. Little horn.
Scanning production code. Unit 05953234 confirmed. Warning. This unit has been compromised.
What's going on?
Initiating retrieval of compromised unit.
She still remembers you after all these years.
You? Huh? What gives?
We can't have you spilling blood here. Although to most, this compound is known only as the first Magitech production facility. Birthplace of the myriad Magitech troopers and demons the Empire holds dear. To you, this place should have some sentimental value. After all, it is your home sweet home.
Home sweet home.
I'm not the one who almost killed you.
You're up!
You really ought to take a rest. Perhaps the estimable Chief Besithia will help heal that broken heart of yours.
Who the hell is that?
Oh, how quickly they forget. But fear not. I've no doubt a reunion would refresh your memory.
Yeah, good stuff. So here we're gonna learn a bit
I'm gonna
about
find 'em.
Prompto.
Wherever they are.
Reunion. Oh, how quickly they forget. The music in episode Prompto is pretty rad, I gotta say. Big fan. Big fan. Oh, here's a research log. Nope, it's a high potion. Oh, and a rest spot, but I haven't done anything yet, so no need to rest. Oh, time to kill this guy. Okay.
Let's do this.
Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons like crazy. Okay, can we like do something else now? Oh, you jerk. There we go. You're a better melee fighter. Okay, yeah, I got that.
Shoo!
I do. I am struggling to get back to 15 controls. I'll let you know how much I played Rebirth this weekend. Look at them all.
Shit. Was he telling the truth about this place?
Magitech creation. That's what So in my class, we haven't really talked about Verstale Besithia except for in Chapter 2 briefly, and then a little bit more in Chapter 7 when we go demon hunting with Aranea. But here we're going to learn a lot more about the guy. Right, here's one of his research
log,
logs.
year 722, day 294. I acted on the proposal mentioned in my log of day 189. My attempts to infuse the troopers' Magitech cores with demonic energy proved successful. Only in the most basic sense, however. While the soldiers are indeed deathless, they are far from fit for fighting. Thus, I decided to take a different approach. Rather than relying on demons to power the Magitech infantry, why not use humans instead? Frankly, I had never considered employing my fellow man in any Magitech-related experiments. But countless men and women succumb to the plasmodia each day. Rather than let them die victims of an ignominious disease, why not help them ascend to nobler heights? I've lost many a comrade on the field of battle, and I've no intention of allowing any more of their deaths to go insane.
How could he even think of using those innocent people for his twisted experiments?
Now this is pretty interesting because Besithia is trying to build, similar to Hojo in Final Fantasy VII, he's trying to build soldiers. What he calls the deathless ones, deathless soldiers. And he's getting these bright ideas of not only using demons and not only using technology, but also using human DNA, which is kind of interesting to think about. We're going to make some interesting comparisons soon about that, but I want you to follow the process of what he's creating from these specimens and how it relates to things. So let's go.
I can't let them find me.
You're so right. Got him. Steal that weapon. Oh, we got a new weapon, baby. Okay. Oh yeah, ready to shoot. It's over here. Oh, another research log. Let's listen.
Research log here, 722, day 339. Another day, another mental breakdown. All my tests so far have resulted in the former soldiers suffering ego deaths. Today, however, I developed a new hypothesis. I will continue to sublimate demonified humans to harvest the miasma. But if a sense of self is the source of these snacks, why not inject infants with the plasmodia instead? We've little time. If we are to combat the Lucian threat, we must explore new options. I, too, will set aside my personal misgivings and do what I must for the Empire.
What kind of a maniac experiments on kids?
Here we find out that the result of these experiments of assimilating human DNA into things, it results in an ego death, which is essentially a loss of confidence, self-esteem, and a sense of self. So that's kind of interesting to think about. Okay, let's keep moseying. Again, pressing the wrong buttons. I was trying to sprint and that did not work. Okay, before we do that, let's run over here. Anything here? Nope. To the door.
Everything about this place gives me the creeps.
Oh, hi.
Sir.
Oh, thank you. Hey, thank you, Jeffrey. Okay, let's do it.
Ready or not?
Overkill. Boom, and I stole your weapon. That's right. Let's get to it. X to dodge roll. Got it.
I can do this.
Boom, I got you. See, I would love a Dirge of Cerberus remake in this style. Wouldn't that be fun? That'd be so cool. Take cover. Better than you're doing right now. Not like that. Why can I not? Am I just pressing the wrong button? Sure seems that way. That's okay. Who needs cover? Who needs cover? Not me. Prompty! Prompty has lost all chill. Anything this way? I know we're under a timer. That's okay. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, you thought you would be the one, huh? Boom. Got you. Yeah, there we go. Prompto. That's so true. Maybe we'll get it. Maybe I would actually play Dirge of Cerberus at that point. Well, he was dying in the snow earlier, Racy, so we gotta get that sniper rifle. The Sagada. Got a new rifle. Who we gonna shoot? You. Got you one. Oh, missed. Oh, crap. Good thing they're deaf. What? Oh. They're also blind. Funny thing about these Magitech troopers. They cannot see me.
Target detected. Eliminate immediately.
No, I eliminated
Commence
all of you.
elimination of compromised unit.
Okay, that didn't work. Oops. Ooh, got him. Headshot. No, you're not. Get a grip, Prompto. A reimagining of the concept would be so cool, right? Oh, crap. It's a fence node. No, you don't. Ooh, got him. Dude, what are you? Lumen Flare? Nice. Oh, crap. That guy. Run up, run up, run up. Oh, no. Can't do it. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I missed. Jump. Oh, no. This is terrible. Yeah, come on over. Come on over. You idiot. Look what you did. Oh, run! Run! No! No, you don't. Oh, ow. Whoop. Hey, nice jump, Prompto. What is happening? What a star shell. Hey-o. Ow, do not hit. Do not hit me like that. Okay, what's the button that I pressed? Okay. I need better guns. Okay, we got a gun. More guns. Crap, they're all guarding the guns. Oh, it's over. Ooh, I think that hit me too. I want that gun. Goodbye. Okay, where's my axe friends? Are we gonna take a selfie? We took a selfie with them! I don't even care that I didn't get it because I got a picture. Goodbye.
I've just gotta find my way out.
Yeah, you do, buddy. It's okay, Prompto. Okay. What is this? A bazooka? Well, that could have come in handy a second ago. Whoa. Ah, I do love Roche. Is this another research log? Well, where are we now? An elixir, that's helpful. And something else. Okay. Hey, what's up, Ikin? How you doing? Everybody, it can comment on all of my YouTube videos and leave some of the most thought-provoking comments. Thanks for hopping in tonight. Glad you're able to watch live. Oh, look at that beauty.
So cold.
It is so cool. Alright, we're going to get a little bit further, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about old Prompto and what's happening. Oh, good one. It does come in handy. In order to better monitor the large number of new Magitech models entering production, the Imperial Defense Council motions to reform the coding system as follows. Troopers 5+8, infants 4+8. Interesting.
We've all got the same barcodes.
Let's have an ebony. Sad Prompto. Okay, anything else in this room? Yes, there's something. A research log. Let's listen.
Research log here, 736, day 123. It seems my laboratory is not nearly as secure as I once believed. Some thief, likely a Lucian, made off with one of my experiments. Absconding with a single infant will do nothing to enlighten them of the grandeur of my research. That said, I will see to it such an incident never arises again. I've posted Magitech troopers around the facility and instructed them to keep a vigilant watch. It is their home, after all.
The kingdom kidnapped one of those infants? Does that mean I... No, it couldn't be. There's no way.
Oh, another research log, same room.
Research log, year 723, day 70. I pondered how I might find the necessary number of infants. Then it dawned on me, why not make them myself? If I clone them from my own genes, I can eliminate the pesky process of breeding them. Mass production remains a pipe dream for now, but I'm confident I can create a massive infantry once the process picks up. If everything goes according to plan, the Empire will boast a 1,000,000-man army in no time at all.
All this time, those things I've been fighting have been...
Alright, so let's chat about all that. We now have a lot of information about what's happening with these Magitech troopers. We know that Magitech troopers are created using a number of different things. They sublimate demon specimen with technology, and then they use human DNA. This reminds me of one particular practice that takes place in the Old Testament Hebrew Bible, described in the book of Daniel, chapter 1. And I want to I want to read this passage to you. I want us to talk throughout the rest of this stream about these similarities. Now, you may recall, I've mentioned this in some other streams as well, that you have, in ancient Israel, you have the idea that you have Israel in the north, Judah in the south, right? They were split due to a dual monarchy following Solomon with Jeroboam and Rehoboam. The Assyrians eventually took over the north, which was Israel. And then the south, and the Assyrians for that matter, were conquered eventually by the Babylonians, and they were the reigning power. Nebuchadnezzar was king of the Babylonians, and when Babylon took on Judah in the south, took over the temple, put to death King oh my gosh, I've forgotten his name. Oh, it's been a long day, you guys. Jeremiah was his prophet. Oh my gosh, why am I struggling? Zedekiah, my bad. When they took on all of these, they had a practice that they would do with conquered nations. And here in Daniel chapter 1, it discusses this. It says, in the third year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came to Jerusalem and besieged it. And the Lord delivered Jehoiakim, king of Judah, into his hand, along with some of the articles from the temple of God. These he carried off to the temple of his God in Babylon and put in the treasure house of his God. Now, Babylon overtook Judah before the end of the kings, because Nebuchadnezzar would place into effect basically pawns of Babylon as their kings. And here's what it says that what Babylon would do. It says, the king ordered Ashpenaz, chief of his court officials, to bring into the king's service some of the Israelites from the royal family and the nobility. These were to be young men without any physical defect, handsome, showing aptitude for every kind of learning, well-informed, quick to understand, qualified to serve in the king's palace. And he was to teach them the language and the literature of the Babylonians. The king assigned them a daily amount of food and wine from the king's table, and they were to be trained for 3 years. And after that, they were to enter into the king's service. Among those who were chosen were some from Judah. Their names were Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Now the chief official gave them brand new names. To Daniel, he called him Belteshazzar. To Hananiah, Shadrach. To Mishael, Meshach. And to Azariah, Abednego. And so each of these names, Belteshazzar, Mishael, Hananiah, and Azariah, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and Belteshazzar. Each of these names correspond with a different custom or deity in Babylon. And so these are Jewish refugees, basically, or exiles, that have been brought over to Babylon. And then Babylon's practice was, after they conquer a nation or a region, they assimilate the people into their workforce. What essentially happens there is they train them for 3 years, they feed them Babylonian food, they give them Babylonian literature, they teach them Babylonian mythology, sciences, maths, all of that kind of stuff, and they basically transform them and assimilate them into Babylonian culture so that they can then work in the king's service. And this is what happens with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and Daniel. I don't know why it's interesting that we call the three of those by their Babylonian names, but Daniel gets to keep his Daniel name instead of Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. So this is really interesting, because for the most part, this is a really common practice, but the book and the exiles would be forced to adopt all of these customs. But no, that's exactly right. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are the Babylonian names, and Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael are their Hebrew names. So they are literally re-identifying these people in terms of Babylonian gods. But unlike most of the exiles, these three and Daniel refuse, they strike up a deal in order to maintain their identity and their heritage. And they don't they don't consume the food, they don't drink the wine of the Babylonians, and instead they seek to maintain their identity even in exile. And this is the task of the exiles after Israel and Judah are no more. How do you maintain who you are in Babylon? In fact, this is the period of time when the vast majority of the Old Testament is preserved in Babylon. So the stories of Genesis 1 through 11, a lot of these stories of creation, the story of the flood, all of this stuff, these are adapted and retranslated through the lens of Babylonian epics. Okay, and they're compiled in a way of preserving the story, but giving a lens to their God, Elohim or Yahweh or Adonai. And so with all of this, the whole question is, how do you preserve your identity? How do you preserve your identity? Now, Niflheim is doing the exact same thing. When they conquer a nation, what are they doing? They try to extract all the demon specimen. They're using their technology, and they're combining it with, as we are finding out in these research logs, human DNA. The question of episode Prompto is, how do you maintain your identity when all you've ever known is Babylon? How do you maintain your identity when you are an exile or on the outs? And so here we're finding out a lot of things about Prompto, but we're also going to learn about how does Prompto maintain his identity when his allegiances are called into question with the Lucians. So with that, let's continue going, all right? And in we go. Hi, Racy. Welcome. Ooh, okay. Die trying if exile's on the table, yeah.
Target detected. Eliminate immediately.
Take this anymore.
Commence elimination of compromised unit.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, we'll get to more of those Daniel thoughts. If we hit any part where it's pertinent to some of the things that you've been thinking about, Smith, be sure and share those.
Not good!
We would love to hear those, but not until we get to that point. There we go. Nice. Oh, you jerk. Don't you dare. Adulthood has brought a lot of realizations about the Book of Daniel for you. Is that right? Where's this guy at? Where's this guy at? There he is. Oh, is he blowing himself up? Dummy. Is he dead? You jerk. Your juicy, curious thoughts. That's funny. That's a wild way of saying it. Don't shoot that. Shoot him. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Anybody else? There we go. Oh, there's more. There's always more.
It's over!
Is it? I don't think it affects. Ow! He just knocked me upside the head here. No. Run, run, run. Oh, don't let him blow up on you. Go, do this. There you go. That'll do it. Boom! Let's go. Bam. Faster. Boom. Can you get this guy too? No. But you can get this guy. Nope. Too slow. Oh, he blew me up. Crap. These soldiers are very, very tall, turns out. Oh my gosh, we are just experts at blowing ourselves up. Oh, dude, get up. Oh, I need to heal myself. That's what's happening here. I was like, why can I not shoot? But it's because I blew myself up and there was nothing but pain. No more shooting from it. No more shooting from it. Part of this is I do not remember the controls. Ow, you jerk. Oh my goodness. Stop it! Why can I not figure out the buttons? There we go, just load them up. Oh, good. There we go. grab another gun like this. This is the good gun. This is what we like. There we go. Kill them all. Next, battery soldier, got enough. And we run. It's a DNA infusion, it seems. Now we're gonna learn a little bit more through some research logs, but yeah. It's essentially just utilizing DNA with, oh, hi guys. Down here. Didn't expect death from above, did you boys? How about that?
That was a close one.
Yeah, it was a close one. Maybe you should hold more ammo. There's our exit with a new gun. Ooh boy. How about them apples? Oh, we do, yeah. In chapter 13. And Prompto's got a barcode.
Lucky me.
Yeah. It can, absolutely. He uses his own DNA
What the hell am I?
as a base. Interesting stuff. We'll talk about that momentarily. Now, let's look at these guys. You're gonna love this.
How could he do that? Who? What am I?
Everybody, here's where Prompto begins to realize some things. He's always known his past was a little strange, but here in these test tubes, it seems, these giant tubes, we have very Prompto-looking figures. I think they did a really eerie job of making it look like this, like make them look like Prompto. Termination, and look, there's one with hair. So you can see he just made a bunch of different Promptos.
Is somebody in there? Ugh.
Very Hojo-esque, yeah.
Deep breaths.
My friend, do you recall the child who was stolen from this facility?
The one those Lucians absconded with?
Precisely. I thought you might like to see the fine young man he's become these 20-odd years later. So as thanks for bringing your pets to Insomnia, I've brought the boy to you. The time has come to meet your maker. Any questions for Daddy dearest? Father and son. Oh, how I love bringing families together.
No! It's not true. You're wrong,
Good
damn
point,
it!
Yarn. Yeah, it is. Dehumanization of his own cloned children.
I don't care what he says. This place will never be my home. My home is in Lucis.
Research log year 756.
Did you hear that, chat? Prompto, in spite of seeing essentially himself, his cloned brothers, in these tubes, in spite of the barcode on his arm, he's reminding himself, my home is in Lucis. What a cry from those in exile, right? My home is in Lucis. This is who I am. And I think that you're exactly right, Yarn. You are more than just a body. The concept of viewing oneself as more than a body becomes essential. He's essentially a black robe, like in Rebirth, right? Prompto is the temptation here is to suffer the same ego death that Besithia records in an earlier research log. Yeah, and that whole question of who am I, where do I really belong, becomes even more pertinent. Okay, let's listen to this research log.
Day 98. Finally, my demon-infused Magitech armor is complete. I have christened my creation Diamond Weapon. It has exhibited an extremely unstable psyche, immediately unleashing unmitigated horrors upon activation. Its destructive capabilities, however, are indeed beyond compare. Not even the impenetrable insomnia could withstand its onslaught. Why, the Crown City would fall in a mere matter of minutes. The Stone of Legend will soon be mine. To think that in less than a month's time, the crystal will be mine to play with as I please.
So he's the one behind the attack on Insomnia. He planned the whole thing. Everything we lost that day is gone because of him.
A symbol of the mark of the beast. I imagine that some could probably make that assertion. Here you see the diamond weapon here. He's in Kingsglaive, right? Also in Final Fantasy VII. The diamond weapon report. All right, let's do it. We ready? So is everybody like caught up? I know we've had some new people in chat. Hey, what's up? Welcome in. Just to catch you up, we've discovered that Prompto is a Magitech trooper, right? He's been created in this. I think that there's a possibility of that. I like that idea, Smith and Jeffrey. Man's number, Besithia is Nero. Sure, I can go along with that. I think that you're talking about kind of this Revelation sort of idea, and one thing that Revelation speaks of is that Rome or Nero or Caesar, they are a modern day Babylon, and it all kind of harkens back to this time of Babylon that assimilates, brands them in their image, right, and then puts them to work for Babylon rather than the kingdom of God, for example. So that's where Prompto is. He's trying to maintain his identity even though he's been branded and created in the image of Babylon. So interesting stuff. Let's go.
What's the matter? Have you...
Let me address that. He's a clone, but not quite a Magitech trooper, because, and this is really key, he was, as we will hear again and again, he was absconded, stolen away by a couple of Lucian scientists that saw what was happening, grabbed one of the babies, and ran to Lucis. Okay, and so that's how Prompto escaped the ego death of many of these Magitech troopers, and yet he still sees himself as that throughout this DLC, which is a really interesting piece that we're going to get into. And there's a few things that I would like to say about that. What does it look like to have life in Babylon? So there we go. We'll come back to that. Let's go.
Never seen a man turn before. If
Yeah,
those
Tribe, we can talk about
Lucians
that.
hadn't intervened,
I'll come back to that.
you could have
Why
turned
me?
too. Because you were cloned from this genius's genes, born of my own flesh and blood. You are but one of millions, created to serve our great empire in the Magitech inventory.
To serve you?
Yes. And now you've finally come home to Niflheim, my son.
Shut up! You're wrong. I'm a Lucian! I am not one of your experiments!
Not anymore. Now you're nothing but a failure.
Oof.
I ought to return you whence you came. Perhaps then you might serve some use. Never! With your help, my ascension to divinity is now all but complete. Soon, neither the kings of Lucis nor the gods themselves will be able to challenge my reign.
Bam.
Look what you've done. You've gone homicidal. No, patricidal.
No.
Freaking arm.
You lose your friends and murder your family. Now you've no one left.
So wild.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Vital functions decreasing. Plasmodium activity index increasing. Demonification complete. Initiating transfer to Unit XDA 1002 Immortalis.
Oh boy. This is an insane scene.
You always play hard to get like this?
I have some things to say in a moment.
Save it, Blondie. On your feet.
Save it, Blondie. See?
So this is that new model they're working on. I don't know what's got you so shook, but you can deal with it later. Let's move. I'm only gonna say this once. Lose your will to live and you lose all hope of me helping your sorry ass. Got it?
I love how straightforward she is. It's like, lose your will to live, you lose any hope of me saving.
Target detected. Capture and retrieve.
Love it. Oh, okay, we got the
Capture
sniper
and
rifle.
retrieve of compromised unit.
Maybe let's not use the sniper rifle. How about that? Get out of here. We're done. Let's go. Jetstream Sam. That's funny.
Move it.
Move it or lose it.
You're down. Now's your
Okay,
chance.
they're all vulnerable. Let's run. Now's my chance. If you could get out. Just run. Just run. We gotta escape these guys. Now, the last time I did this... Oh, I can turn down the game.
Head there. I'll catch up later.
But what about you?
I
I
said
can
I'll catch
turn
up.
myself up
Just go.
and turn the game down a little bit. That should help a little bit. How about that? We can try that real quick. That should work way better. There we go. Okay, okay, awesome. Hey, there's a lot happening in chat. Let me share some thoughts on some of this stuff. So, the way that I kind of talk about this in some of my classes is the idea of God creating humanity, or God's creating humanity in the image of God. The key signifier of being made in the image of God is the possibility of co-creation, and therefore co-creation with God is that defining moment, that defining mark. So, any sort of progress, such as things like science, things like architecture, things like gardening, irrigation, indoor plumbing, even cloning, even, medications and stuff, all of this is part of the co-creative aspect that God has imprinted on humanity. And this is what a lot of theologies tend to believe. So, yay for ads during a lecture. Oh, Lunchbox. No, I will wait because this is kind of for you. So, we'll kind of chill for a moment. while we do that. Why don't we just stop for a second, and I'll come back to that as we go into a little snowmobile action. Shall we? Okay, got it. All that. Let's head for the rendezvous point. Let's go. Whoa, how pretty. Prompto, get on. What are you doing? Okay, just run them over. Ah! Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Oh, 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 oh. Oh! Let's table our feelings to play in the snow. Oh, can we jump? Oh, it's a big jump. Yeah, let's go. Prompto, get it together. Prompto, do better. Boo! Get up. Stop it. Prompto, you are the worst snowmobiler. Oh my gosh. Prompto can't do a flip. Prompto's being terrible to me right now. Oh. Oh crap, a Magitech. Oh, you freaking jerk. You freaking jerk. Now you blow me up? Oh my gosh, what is happening? We just got... Oh my... Get up, Prompto. Prompto, get back on the bike when we fall off. You get back on the... Oh, you freaking jerk. Hit me with your flamethrower. I will never... No! Get out of here. Get out of here. Run. Faster. Faster. Oh my gosh. Oh, everything is terrible. Everything's terrible. Oh, get out of the way. Oh, did I just... Oh my gosh. Get out of the way. You are the worst. I hate machines. Take me back to the Stone Age. Get out of here. Could we not... Could we just freaking not... I'm gonna absolutely murder all machines. I hate this. Get out of here. Snowmobiles. Gross. Prompto. Oh my gosh. Freaking tree. Oh my god. We're just being assaulted by a freaking army. Lost in the woods. Oh my... This is just a comedy of errors. Oh, let's go backwards. That's fine. That's fine. Just shoot him. Shoot him this way. There we go. Oh my god. Get out of here. Turn. Faster. This is the freaking worst. Cause an avalanche. Oh my gosh. Stop shooting at me. What did I do? What did I do? This is the worst. Oh my god. Just end it all, Prompto. That was the worst. That was the worst segment I've ever seen in my life. That was horrible. Ugh. I'm filled with anger. Yeah, just give up. Yeah, same. Big same.
Catch you later, Arnea.
I really kind of expected him to say, catch you later, alligator. Just end it all, Prompto. Oh, there's no hope. Catch you later, alligator. That's some good famous last words. My last words are gonna be catch you later, alligator. Oh hi there. Opening. I'm gonna joke. Oh, Life in Captivity. Oh, that was horrifically bad. That was so horrifically bad. Oh, hi there, ending. Oh, sweet bullet time. So as I was saying before, the worst snowmobile ride in history, one of the aspects of God creating humanity in God's image is that idea of co-creation, the ability to co-create alongside God. And so not only is that reproduction, but that's also things like medicine. It's things like technological and scientific advancements, stuff like that. And so all of this conveys the creational attribute. And so when we talk about advancement and things like that, science, technology, pre-Enlightenment, this was actually something that was feared. That let me zoom in. That technology and advancement was thought to be, quote, playing God. And that sort of phrase still comes into play in a lot of ethical discussions, especially in the sciences. Things like cloning, stem cell research, things like that. It's the question of how much are we playing God, and whether or not somebody believes in God. I think that there's an interesting ethical question to be had there. One of the things that I love, the work of Richard Hooker says, post-Enlightenment, it was the idea of how does faith mesh in with these ideals of the Enlightenment and the advancement of society. He said, well, from a religious context, we have scripture, and then we also have tradition, and then finally we have reason. And these three things help us to frame what happens in the world. I think that's a really, really interesting piece. So, yeah. I'll say what got me kicked out of church and almost removed from my great-grandmother's will. Made in his image. Narcissistic much? Yeah. That's fair. But that is also the idea of it's not exclusive to Jews and Christians. It is almost all over the place. So, yeah, there's also a discussion of death happening here. Now, we'll talk more about death and theology when I do my Rebirth lecture play. But what I would say about death, at least from the Hebrew, Jewish, and Christian framework, is that death was first and foremost non-existent in the Garden of Eden, but also in lieu of the fall of humanity, according to this framework, there is, number one, the fallen creation. And so death becomes kind of the consequential plan B. Now, what I would say about this would be that death becomes, how do you say, it is part of God's design and part of God's plan and will, in that is the way of life currently. Now, it's also important that in the end of all things, and it says this in Revelation, death is no more, nor is there weeping, nor is there mourning, because death is the final enemy to be defeated from the fall. Okay, so that's the hope, and not just of Christianity, that's the hope of most world religions. And I actually mentioned this in my video on Thin Places, the Final Fantasy VII Remake video I did on Eligor and the Train Graveyard. That might be something that you want to check out, because I talk about how most cultures have this idea of rebirth, whether it is being reborn in paradise, in heaven, so you kind of die here and you go there, and then you move into Eastern religions, which have a lot more reincarnational aspect. And then you have others that are just like you return to the earth, and you are kind of living on in that, or even an atheistic standpoint, a living legacy is one thing that we talk about in Final Fantasy VII, that we live on in the memory of others. So I think that that's kind of it. The thing to remember about death and afterlife and all of those kind of theologies is simple. It is everybody reckons with their finitude, with their mortality, and the question of what happens beyond this. So, anyway, not sure how you all reckon with this, but it's something that I think every culture reckons with to some degree. So, interesting stuff. Now, moving from that, we move into the finitude of Prompto. Let's talk about this as he loses himself, much like Eminem sang about back in the early 2000s. Oh, Prompto, eating from sad cans.
Almost as good as what Iggy used to make. Oh. Well,
Yeah.
at least it's quiet for a change.
Yeah, that's Dracula, right? Oh, gosh.
Damn it.
Sweet boy. What do you want to do, chat? Shall we burn the wrist or shall we just give up? Okay, Racy says don't do it, but what do we want to do? Do we try to burn it off? You want him to? Burn, baby, burn. Let's burn it. What a good decision, right? Like a choice to be made.
Branded for life.
Do you resign to it or do you try to fight it?
Don't tell me you thought that would work.
Thanks, Aranea.
Prompto, right?
Oh, Aranea. She's like, you idiot. Here's a potion. We all need an Aranea.
You could at least look happy to see me. I ran into your buddies in Tenebrae. You've got them worried sick.
I have those same boots, Prompto.
You gonna go see him or what?
I can't. I can't.
You shut up, Racy.
I'm not like them. I was born here. In Niflheim. All this time. And I've never told them. And that's not even the worst part. I wasn't born into a happy family. I was made, created in some laboratory. The entire reason I exist is to make Noct and all of them miserable. How could I possibly see them? They'd never accept the real me.
You spent all that time driving around together and you still don't know what kind of guys they really are. In case you forgot, your princely pal and I weren't always on such friendly terms. But you know what? He put all that aside and asked me to make sure you were safe.
He did?
think he'd do that for someone who makes him miserable?
Let's ask about the guys. Do they really like me? Do they really care?
Is everybody okay?
All things considered, I guess. Sounds like they've been through a lot since you left, but they're still dead set on getting to the capital.
Hope they make it.
They'd have a better shot with you around.
This is kind of the sadistic plan of Arden, right? Kind of push Prompto out by himself, isolate him.
Did they say anything else about me?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Not that I can recall.
Right.
His Highness was so worried about you he could barely speak. But don't worry, I whipped him into shape.
So, he doesn't hate me after all.
Look, I can tell you want to get back together with him. So why not let them know?
Why not?
You think they'd let me back? After all this? And even if they did let me back, I'd probably cause them nothing but trouble. I don't know how I could live with myself.
Because you're doing such a great job of living with yourself now. What do you then? You worry so much about what other people want from you, you don't even know what you want anymore. Your life isn't yours to live. Forget about what everyone else thinks for a second and figure out what it is you're really after here.
Queen Arnea.
I'm going after that new model in the morning. You're on your own now, kid.
I love Arnea. Noctis should have married her. Well, he still can. I mean, I don't know if you saw, but their wedding's off. Took a pretty cutting blow in chapter 9. So. She definitely would not have said yes to Noctis. Follow the barking. It's dog time. 10 years isn't horrible. Ride the snowmobile. Where's that barking? Side quests are out there. Okay, I do not want to do side quests. I want to chase the barking. Where are you at, barking? Oh, freaking trees. Up and over. If there's a tree, I'ma hit it. If there's a tree, I'ma hit it. Or a rock. Or, oh my gosh. Let me tell you, I hate. Okay, here we go. Not tonight, Amy, but I'll do it. Here we go. Time to contemplate. Jeffrey, that's a great point. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, this identity and coming to terms with yourself, huge. Yeah. Here we go. Time to run. We have to go. Oh, Noctis, no! Run! There's that dog again. Let's run! Chibi! Or Prina. I'm coming, puppy. But I'm a little faster than you, turns out, dog. We can race, and I will win. Doing circles around you, slow dog. Snow dog. Ah, dawn is breaking. Where are you leading me, Snow Dog? Bow wow wow. Oh. Running. I'm here, Snow Dog. Oh. You want me to see this boy? Or girl? Excuse me. This is, huh. Good point, Yorn. That's apt here. Easy to do. Little bit, yeah. Reconnect with your inner child. What a mission. Sweet Prompto. It does not.
All I ask is that you continue to support Noctis, and that you remain ever at his side.
How does she expect someone like me to support him? Am I good enough? Does he want me around?
Oh.
Is that really what Noct and everyone else want? For me to be with them? Wait, but what about me? What do I want?
It took me a while, but I finally found my answer.
A photographer.
It's time.
He does say that, Jedi. That cool. Such a cool segment. Deepens Prompto a good deal. Yeah. So to go back to our conversation about Babylonian exiles, this is their struggle as well.
Aranea.
Maintaining that identity. And
I'm ready. I thought about what you said, and I've decided to face my fears once and for all. I can't choose where I came from, but I can choose where I'm going.
All right. But slow me down and you're going to get left behind.
touching moment, but not too much. Deuces. Yeah. So here's a cool moment with this. So like we've been talking about in the Babylonian captivity, the people of Israel are in danger of forgetting where they've come from and losing their national identity. So what do? They set to work in restoring and preserving all of the stories that have made them who they are. They're stories of the Torah, the Levitical law, asking themselves and retelling their history through the question of how did we end up like this? So they rewrite and they redact stories about Joshua and Judges and the story of Ruth. They preserve the story of 1 Samuel and 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, from King Saul all the way down to the end of Zedekiah and Hoshea. And the idea there is, how did we end up in captivity? While they're in captivity, this is a very famous passage. And it comes from Jeremiah 29. Now, almost everybody who's ever graduated from anything, at least in the South, Jeremiah 29:11 is kind of the hallmark verse. It says, God says to Jeremiah, who then says to the people in exile, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." But if you were to look at that, even though it's a wonderful graduation sort of thing and all this kind of stuff, it is verse 11 out of a number of things. What's shocking to a lot of people that have only read that one verse is that the first 10 verses are really, they kind of change the way that verse feels. It's still a verse of hope, but I think that it really constitutes the reality of the situation. I want you to hear this in terms of what it may mean for Prompto and for the people living in exile. Here's what it says. This is the text of the letter that the prophet Jeremiah sent from Jerusalem to the surviving elders among the exiles and to the priests, the prophets, and all the other people Nebuchadnezzar had carried into exile from Jerusalem to Babylon. Here's what it says. "This is what the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, says to all those who I carried into exile from Jerusalem to Babylon." Here's the explanation. Number 1, build houses, settle down, plant gardens, and eat what they produce. Now, why would you plant gardens? Well, the reason is you're going to be here for a while. You don't plant a garden saying, okay, well, we're leaving Babylon shortly. It says, marry and have sons, have daughters, find wives for your sons and give your daughters in marriage so they too may have sons and daughters. So we're talking about grandchildren here. Increase in number there, don't decrease. Also, seek the peace and prosperity of the city, Babylon, to which I have carried you into exile. Pray to the Lord for it, because if it prospers, you too will prosper. Do you hear this? Yes, this is what God says. Don't let the prophets and diviners deceive you. I love this. Don't listen to the dreams you encourage them to have. They are prophesying lies to you in my name. I haven't sent you. So the question is, well, what are they being told? Here's what it says. When 70 years are completed for Babylon, then I will come to you and fulfill my good promise to bring you back to this place. So it's like you're going to be in exile for 70 years. Holy crap, right? You're going to be in exile for 70 years. And then it says, then I will bring you back. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you a hope and a future. Now, doesn't that change the way that happens? It's like, I thought that it was to deliver me from Babylon right here and right now. But the reality is like, no. So when it comes to Prompto here, this is such a cool thing. Is Prompto like twerking? I just saw him out of the corner of my eye and I thought he was like... To the music, I thought he was just like backing that thing up. I was like, oh my god. And Arne is like hardcore judging him. But it looks like he is like he is throwing that back out. Yeah. I cannot. I'm in the middle of this like in between sort of thing, and holy crap. He is like getting it. Get it, Prompto. Holy crap. I need to calm myself. I'm having trouble. Oh, that girl Meg, what's up? Oh my gosh, everybody. Friend of the channel, John Reeves. He called me on my actual phone last night and was like, hey, ProfNoctis, you are on stream right now and we have a question. And he asked me, how do you pronounce MRS, like a title for a woman? How do you do that? And I said, Mrs.? And apparently there was a debate on his channel about how do you pronounce it. And he was saying that it was Mizra's, like Mizra's, which I kind of explained a little bit, like where that comes from, maybe. But anyway, Meg, you are very welcome. That was hilarious. An amazing thing to say. You've been arguing with him about this for years? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so glad that I got to come in and help. I'm so glad that I got to come in and help. So, oh boy, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I love that. I didn't have any context. I didn't know whose side I was on. So he was so sure I would be on his side. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because we're both from the South. Yeah, listen, I get it. I didn't realize that I was throwing him under the bus. I think that I said, yeah, that was like Depression era. People who were kind of illiterate, they all said that. So I like low-key called him like illiterate. That was terrible. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Anyway, yeah, it was on yesterday's stream. People who were illiterate. It is Mrs. It is Mrs. I literally said I've heard it, but it's wrong. I did. It comes from the word mistress, but mistress typically mean, yeah, I did not mean for it to be a burn. You just asked me my opinion and boom. Be careful what you say, kids. Like, never know. Okay. A lot has been happening. He has got to stop twerking on the screen. If you don't think it was Loki. Okay, so like I was saying, everybody, with Prompto, what is this stream is the question. Like I was saying with Prompto, his question of who he is like, is similar to that. It's like you're not going to get taken away from your Babylonian roots. You're not going to be able to dissociate from that. So what do? Well, you begin to make a new life in spite of that, which I think is kind of interesting stuff. The Prompto is the mistress. As soon as I said Mrs., his face dropped. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I had no idea what I was getting into. He just said, hey, do you have a minute? Can I call you? And I was like, I'm getting ready for bed, but yeah, I can. It's so funny. All right, to the research facility. Yeah, John Reed's live. Definitely go check him out. That was the funniest thing. Last night. He just called me and was like, I know you've got my back. I was like, holy crap. Thanks to help from Arnett. Yeah, he did.
All right. This is it. I'm going in.
Yeah. You kind of need that. I mean, in some ways, Aranea serves as his prophet to some degree to kind of go with the themes. You know, something else that we kind of talk about, if Noctis is an analog to David, something we've talked about in class, and Prompto is Noctis's trusted friend, then that would make Prompto Saul, excuse me, not Saul, Jonathan, who is Saul's son. Now, Saul is kind of an antagonist to Prompto, or excuse me, Saul is an antagonist to David. And so being best friends with the son of your enemy or your adversary, well, that's something that, you know, is kind of reckoned with. And in the same way, it could be argued that Prompto is essentially a son of Saul. You know, I haven't really been lost tonight. You know, I've just had driving issues more than anything. I'm trying to blow up these red tankers, but that's not working. Gonna keep throwing grenades, 'cause that's what we do around here. Ow, you jerk. He just like walloped me. This is such a chaotic stream tonight. Like, I don't even know what's happening here. Aranea, do something great. The high wind. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that part of the stream from last night. Though it's a Rebirth stream, so I was like, I've intentionally not been lurking in John's chats lately. For that reason, because like I don't want to be spoiled, and he's now further than me. When we were at PAX together, he was not ahead of me, but now he is. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else alive, dead? Okay, we've gotten everybody on the flanks. Did we? I think there's still somebody alive. Okay, somebody's shooting me. Oh, there he is. Oh, you thought you could run and hide over here, huh? For some reason, I can't target you. There we go. Just. Oh, you jerk. Stop hitting. Oh my gosh. I'm trying. I gotta steal his guns. Okay, now, let's do it. That was ridiculous. Flawless victory. I am so good at gameplay, you guys. I'm so good at it. Oh, yeesh. Twerk to that battle theme. Y'all, that was the worst. Freak, I'm in the middle of a mini lecture and Prompto's over here freaking twerking to the music. Oh my gosh. Oh, back up, get away, get away. Oh, you just blew yourself up, you big dummy. You big dummy, Prompto. You big dumb. Oh, come on. Oh, why did you just take a selfie? Prompto, you deserve everything you're getting right now. I had to throw it back to lighten the mood. He really did. And I'm just getting, like, killed here. Good grief. Let's just hide for a minute. Let's try to regain our composure. The controls are doing me zero favors here. Oh, sorry, Arnea. I just shot her. Oh, good grief. Did I get... This is great. This is really, really great so far. Arnea, you are doing like heavy lifting over here. You are all out. One left. Just hit him. This is the worst gameplay I think I've ever done in my life. The worst. Like, I've had some bad gameplay. This takes the cake. The worst. So, hey, Arnea, how's life? Do you want to see selfies? Because that's all I've been taking. You've been battling, but I just take selfies. In between moments of throwing it freaking back.
According to my intel, they're housing the new model here.
It's some kind of Magitech armor, right? What's so new
Prompto
about
smoking?
it?
Well,
This one's got a
listen.
ghost in the machine. Chief Pasithia himself managed to fuse his soul with the core. The demons this guy created destroyed Insomnia.
Sure
If we
did.
don't take him out now, he's liable to destroy the whole world.
All right, so for this next part, we return to the book of Daniel. And in the book of Daniel, we get a really fascinating story. First, we're going to read some research logs, okay? It's come to my attention that the Galatians' recent assault was quelled by your Magitech infantry. As commendation for your service to our great nation, I've approved your petition to increase funding for your research. Your work is the centrifugal force, and that will propel the empire beyond our borders to greatness on the world stage. I eagerly await further reports of your progress. Emperor Idolus Autocapt. Oh, and a research log. I've been assigned to Chief Pasithia's lab. Not many people can say that they've worked under the supervision of a living legend. I mean, this is the guy who saved the Empire from eternal winter. He's practically our savior. My boss pulled me aside today to issue me a special task, said it's highly confidential, and that I'm the only one qualified for the job. But how? I barely even know my way around the compound. Well, whatever this task is, I'll deal with it in the morning. Well, I found out what my special task is today. Frankly, I wish I hadn't. If only I could unsee the things I saw today. I really ought to eat something before I go to bed, but that totally killed my appetite. I had the honor of seeing His Imperial Majesty in person today. To think His Radiance would travel all that way through the ice and snow just to observe our progress? If the Emperor is putting all his faith in Magitech, then so should I. Boy, this is lengthy. Just my luck. One of the plasmodium samples started leaking, and yours truly was the one blessed with the privilege of cleaning it up. And then my boss had the nerve to yell at me, as if the whole thing were my fault. If he wants to criticize the real culprit, well, he ought to look in the mirror. Well, that was a lot. These researchers, there is drama.
What was that sound?
Our cue to go.
Oh, look. Another research log.
Research log year 745, day 325. Today marks a momentous triumph for our great nation.
Momentous.
The Galatian herself graced us with her presence in the Gorovus Rift, and through the combined efforts of the Magitech infantry and my precious demons, we killed her. The resulting casualties were great, but these sacrifices afforded us something far more valuable than a few units. With the data I collected, I intend to begin developing a new Magitech weapon codenamed
Godslayer.
Soon all the Astrals shall bow before me and the might of my Magitech. Soon they shall know my wrath.
What the hell is wrong with this guy?
He's lost it, yeah. All right, so this next piece, we've been talking a lot about Nebuchadnezzar. I want to read this kind of interesting thing from Daniel chapter 4. It says this. All this happened to King Nebuchadnezzar. 12 months later, as the king was walking on the roof of his royal palace of Babylon, he said, "Is not this the great Babylon that I have built as the royal residence? By my mighty power, for the glory of my majesty." Well, even as the words were on his lips, a voice came from heaven. "And this is what was decreed for you, King Nebuchadnezzar. Your royal authority will be taken from you. You'll be driven away from people and will live with the wild animals. You'll eat grass like the ox. 7 times will pass by you until you acknowledge that the Most High is sovereign over all kingdoms on earth, and he gives them to anyone he wishes." Well, immediately, what had been said about Nebuchadnezzar was fulfilled. He was driven away from the people and ate grass like the ox, his body drenched with the dew of heaven until his hair grew like feathers of an eagle and his nails like claws of a bird. Now, some translations and some interpretations of this, they diagnose Nebuchadnezzar with lycanthropy, werewolfism, which is a really interesting thing. So werewolves in the Bible, which is kind of a fun idea. Anyway, Nebuchadnezzar loses his mind, goes and lives like an animal for a while, and then he returns to his senses, and it says that he goes and praises God, and he immediately comes back into his mind. Now, that's interesting because of what we're about to see next. I want you to see what form the consciousness of Verstel Besithia takes, which is super, super interesting. It's not a perfect analog, but it is interesting.
Target detected.
Not in this room, but in the next.
Commence elimination of compromised unit.
That bazooka.
Sweet! I never miss. Take this.
Grab another one. Oh crap, get away. We need more bazookas.
Time to take him out.
Sweet!
Oh, ow. Okay, not done with him yet. Not done with him yet. Any more bazookas? Nope. Ow, 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 everybody. Stop shooting me at point blank range. Wow. Oh, hi. Take that. I'll take that. Oh, hi there. Opening. Run! Overkill. Got it. Yeah, there are vampires in the Bible. There is a thought number 1 of in early added like additional Jewish texts. You've got Lilith, who has some vampiric and demonic type qualities in some versions. Some more about her. Diablo really kind of goes into some of that in that game, which is sort of fun. Then you've got Cain, the mark, after he kills his brother. Oh my gosh, you clipped the twerking. Oh my gosh. Then you've got the mark of Cain. He's to be immortal because the blood of his brother, right? So that's thought to be a vampire sort of thing. You also have, there are some notes or notions that, and you can see this in Wes Craven's Dracula 2000, that Judas Iscariot has some vampiric sort of qualities. There's not a lot of credence for that. That's just kind of an interesting folklore sort of thing. And then, let's see, you do have the notion of people drinking the blood of animals, and very rarely, but sometimes humans, in an effort to kind of gain their strength. In fact, the Levitical law says that the blood is the life and energy of a creature. And so it was believed that by consuming the blood of the creature, we might take on their animalistic qualities. And a lot of religions during those days, that kind of came out. So, yeah, so interesting stuff, eh? Oh, we've got another Hoplomagus. We're definitely not going to go down there and get, like, swamped by this thing. Prompto is struggling today. I feel like it's going to blow up in my face. Oh, it didn't. Amazingly, it did not.
Take this.
Okay, Arnea, can you get him? There you go, Arnea.
Sweet.
Can we run up and get him? No. Oh, crap. This is horrible. I am having a hard time. Blown up in my face. What's up, Dust Man? Oh my gosh, this is the freaking worst. I am terribly unhappy with this turn of events. Also, are these the most worthless and weak guns you've ever seen in your life? Oh my gosh. Keep jumping. Oh my gosh, this guy. Oh, hi there, opening. And now more guys are coming. Oh, good grief.
I can't take much more.
I feel ya, Prompto. I feel ya. Oh, good grief, Prompto. Get a grip. Oh, hi there, sepsis. Oh my gosh!
Take this.
Didn't he? He just said I never miss, and he just missed 3 times. You know what, Prompto? You kind of deserve to die. I am running out of high potions.
Take this.
Okay, can we attack him again?
Arnea.
Roger.
Arnea, do something. Honestly, Prompto probably should, to be honest. Okay, just melee. Melee it. Good grief, that was horrible. I have never seen something so terrible. As you can tell, I really, really love the gameplay and the Prompto DLC. It goes so well for me. Good, took care of him. And that's a burn. You are right. Oh, good grief. This is overkill. I never miss. You have missed. You've done nothing but miss, Prompto. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. Was it too easy? Is everybody dead? Oh, hi there, opening. Oh, crap, 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 crap. We're trying, girl. We're trying. I think we got them all. Nope. An assassin. Oh, I'm dead. I'm gonna have to use another freaking potion. Oh my gosh, I'm almost out of everything. This is horrible. I'm so mad. Okay, Arnea, I'm so dead. I'm so dead.
Enough. It's
Is it? Oh my gosh, these freaking monsters. I like to think that Prompto just doesn't want to kill his brothers and sisters here. He's trying to be a pacifist to his, like, clone friends. Oh my gosh. Who just freaking shot me? I'm out of things. This is needless. Oh my gosh! Good grief. Okay, just keep dodging. Now, can we, like, attack? Where did he go? Oh my gosh. Don't let him do it to you. Oh, dodge better than that. That was stupid. Everything about that was awful.
Took you long enough.
Shut up, Arnea. Go die in the snow. I hate this. Everyone is horrible. It is done. Woof. Arnea, you need to be more encouraging. We are a team. We are a team, and you are being horrible to me. Ugh. Like, seriously, team dynamics, I miss the boys. You know it's bad when I'm like, oh man, I miss Gladio's pleasant demeanor. Gladio was so encouraging. Compared to Arnea, freaking high wind. Okay. Listen, you horrible, horrible woman. Where do I go? I'm gonna say up here. I am so done. Jezebel. Jezebel. Who is she? What is she? It's hard to tell. Oh, look. Is this a opening? A high elixir. That's important. Okay, so I feel like maybe... Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm just having a small tantrum. It's fine. It's fine, everybody. It's fine. It's so fine. Oh, thank God, a bench. Okay, well, let's just rest for a second. Let's drink a quick ebony. Let's talk to our not friend, Arnea. What do you think they're talking about? Do you think they're talking about how terrible of a friend and comrade Arnea is? That feels right. I was lost. It's an interesting bench, yeah. Yeah, at least her fashion's on point. Pretty on the outside, ugly on the inside. You know? That's her. Hate that. Okay, save it. How this bench is a floor. Yeah, well. Woof. Okay, bye, friends. Meaning, oh, wait, no. There's a research log.
Research log here, 724, day 290.
Some floors are comfy.
Mass production of a Magitech infantry.
A man of
was
culture.
Success. We've overwhelmed Aleutians with our numbers and surrounded Insomnia. But to rest on our laurels now would be unthinkable. On occasion, harvesting the plasmodic miasma produces some
Side effects.
The demons born of this process have been disposed of on site. Until now. How foolish I was to let these sublime creatures go to waste. What they lack in adaptability, they make up for in sheer power. I realize now that I ought to channel my efforts into exploring the true potential of these demons for the sake of the Empire. Perhaps this has been my true calling all along.
He's mad. This guy has completely lost his mind.
Y'all are getting very theological up there, and I appreciate it, but I'm also in the struggle stream of my life. So,
Must be close.
if I'm not paying much attention to the chat, it's because I am fighting for my life over here. And I would love to interact with you all, but that's going to have to be another stream for me. Because I'm not in the mindset right now. I'm going to fight! Okay, what is this? Another research log? Okay, Pacifica hit me with it.
Log year 756, day 190. At long last, my life's work is complete. Not only have I found a way to preserve the ego, I've also managed to sustain that consciousness through the sublimation
I'm in a roasting mood.
and transfer it into my Magitech trooper.
Oh man, I don't know. Y'all might make me... Y'all might draw out my thoughts in a minute.
This presents no real problem. After all, one's consciousness can be transmuted again and again and again. All that remains is to fully surrender myself to my research and become my own final test subject.
Not all
I will
floors
conclude my mortal life by offering
are created equal. Isn't that the truth?
Your assistance has proved invaluable. You have my eternal gratitude.
So this is interesting. Yeah. Oh.
That I have completed my work and begun my ascension to an existence beyond divinity.
Of course it was Arden. Everywhere we go, his name just keeps coming up. Everything that's happened to us.
So chat, here's my question for you.
His fault.
Why is this, why is Arden leading him? Why is Arden bringing Prompto to Besithia? Why was Arden bringing this knowledge and information to Besithia even during his research? Why is all of that happening? I think it's really, really interesting. So, you don't know why Arden was doing it? Yeah. It's good, right? It's a good question. Yeah, so this is one of the reasons that we kind of talk about in my class is this. Like, Arden is bringing Prompto here because, number one, he has a vendetta against the gods, and Besithia's research is going to, it's kind of a counteracting of what the divine are doing, you know? And so there's that. The second thing with Prompto is a way of bringing down a portion of the empire. So it kind of feels like Arden is trying to dismantle Noctis's base while also dismantling the empire and all the empire's alliances and allegiances. So the question is, who is Arden working for? Now, we're not quite there yet. We'll find out in chapter 13, but still kind of an interesting thing. I think is neat. His fingers in pie. What a way of saying it, Lady of the Rings. Okay, and here we have our little werewolf. He's more of like a gorilla, I guess, but still, gorilla monster thing. But still, kind of like a Nebuchadnezzar beast-looking thing. I think that's kind of a cool analogy. Okay. Okay, the goal here is to stay alive. Major Trenton, what is up? Oh, back it up. Final Fantasy Resident Evil. Okay, let's try some of this now. Bam! Girl, work on your words of encouragement. Unkind. We're supposed to be friends. Oh, girl. Not a selfie! I hate Prompto so freaking much. We're, again, fight of our life. And what's happening? Prompto's taking freaking selfies. Why is that an attack? Get up, dude. Get up. Oh, you are so dumb. In the face, in the face. Oh, this is the worst! Okay, where are we? Get back! Where you at? Where you at? There you are. Shoot that hand. Shoot it! There we go. Now run up. Do something great. There it is. Well, kind of. Now your turn, Arne. Oh my gosh! Wrong one again. The controls are murdering me right now. Did we break him? Arnea, it's up to you! Jake Paul. Run up! Oh, good grief. Okay, run! Run away! Don't crouch. Oh, a bazooka? We'll take it. Ah, you dodged! You're the worst. How do I keep missing? I never miss. Yeah, right.
Let's do this.
Shoot harder! Shoot more. Yeah, I need new guns. I need new guns. This is the worst. Time to take a selfie.
It's over.
Is it? It's not over. It's definitely not over. Get out of here. Oh my gosh. Run! Oh, no. You are being so horrible. I'm so mad right now. Oh, you freaking jerk. Oh my gosh. It blew up in my face. I know you are. You're all freaking out. Now we're stuck with the worst gun. Because he's guarding all of the good guns. Oh, now he's going to blow up. He's inflamed. Let's hide. He's burning. No, not a selfie! Oh my gosh! No! Oh my gosh. I'm so angry.
Okay.
Dude. This is the worst stream ever. I quit. I quit streaming. I'm done. I'm so mad at freaking Prompto in this burning robot monkey. Arnea, like seriously, you guys. This is the worst day. This is the worst day. Do not burn me. You freaking. I'm so mad. The freaking selfie cam. Oh, you thought. Okay, guess what? Arnea, I need you. Could you do something, Arnea? Arnea. What a waste. What a freaking waste that was. Is all I have to say. The true Professor Noctis. I have lost all chill. Hide. Quickly, to the barracks. Listen, I never want to use selfie shot, ever. My fat fingers are not working, apparently. Oh my gosh, freaking Prompto, I'm losing all of my cool on you. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay. Listen, can we all agree? Oh, kill. Up and oh yeah, he's burning. I mean, he's been burning, but he's really burning now. Seems like a good time to twerk, doesn't it, Prompto? Oh, how about another selfie? The boys will really love this. You freaking psychopaths. I'm so done. Dodge. If only Prompto had any abilities, not just warp abilities. Oh, you dummy. Oh, you flippin' dummy. We are gonna lose our lives. We are gonna lose our lives. We're gonna lose our lives. Oh my gosh. I am so mad. Okay, Arnea, look alive. Look alive, Arnea. Where are you? And first try. That's what I'm saying. I'm so mad.
What's going on?
Unit XDA-1002, Immortalis. Plasmodic miasma transfer complete. No psychic obstructions detected. All systems operational. Activating Immortalis.
It's outside.
All right, dear friends. Let's get back to a lecture, shall we? This is the last lecture of my life, because that took it out of me. But I do want to share one thing with you. And I'm going to be reading from Daniel chapter 7. Here's what it says in Daniel chapter 7. So I hope you enjoy this, because this is the last time you're ever going to see me. Daniel chapter 7 says this. Daniel has a vision of 4 beasts. And one of those beasts says this. I looked up, and there was a 4th beast. Terrifying and frightening and very powerful. Now listen to this description. This is kind of neat, chat. It had large iron teeth. It crushed and devoured its victims, and it trampled underfoot whatever was left. It was different from all the former beasts, and it had 10 horns. Neat. Well, while I was thinking about the horns, there was another horn, a little one, which came up from among the other ones. And 3 of the first horns were uprooted before it. This horn had eyes, like the eyes of a human being, and a mouth that spoke boastfully. Listen to the boastful words. It says, as I looked, Daniel says, the mouth is speaking boastfully, and he looks, and he says that there were thrones that were set in place, and the Ancient of Days took a seat. His clothing was white as snow. The hair on his head was white like wool. His throne was flaming with fire, and its wheels were all set ablaze. A river of fire was flowing, coming out from before him. Thousands upon thousands attended him. 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. And the court was seated, and the books were opened. Then I continued to watch, because the boastful words of the horn was speaking. And I kept looking until the beast was slain and its body destroyed and thrown into the blazing fire. Now, this obviously is rife with symbolism. But I think this is really an interesting thing. So let's check this out. I read that for a reason, and see if they may have taken inspiration from that image for what you're about to see. Oh, look, there it is.
It's gigantic.
Look at this.
So that's the new model.
Young man with...
And that means he must be inside that thing.
Wool white hair or blonde hair. And notice as he takes his seat, let's just call him an Ancient of Days. And now let's watch as fire comes forth from his seat and envelops
Ready for round 2?
the horns and eyes
You bet.
of this monstrosity. after this loading screen. Because of Portal.
Long have I waited to smite the world.
Long have I waited. Listen to the boastful words.
Man and maker alike.
Such boastful words of this Immortalis.
That maniac's taken biological warfare to the next level.
Well, sure he has. He's done that several times in his life, though, so
And I
it's
want
not.
to be the one to take him down.
Down below.
The music here slaps, though. I mean, it's good.
Enormous.
Rise and shine, shortcake.
Shortcake? Who are you calling shortcake? I'm a man. Oh, here he goes. Immortalis.
Incoming.
Fall to your knees before me.
Okay, shoot him right there. There you go. We're doing great, everybody. Just stay focused. Stay focused. Prompto. This is way easier than Nebuchadnezzar the werewolf, so. I say that, this is the one that I can die on. Did you know you can die on this one, chat? I did. I have died on this one before. Invincible? Oh, no you don't. Yeah. Okay, anybody else? Where are we going?
It ain't over.
Thanks, Arnea. How helpful. To a guy on a truck, yeah.
3 o'clock.
It's never good when they burrow. This is just like trimmers. Or holes for you Disney fans.
Incoming. Look out.
Oh no! Shoot the bright ones. Shoot them.
Kid.
I know, thanks Arnea, not my first time. I failed with a lot of guns this episode, so.
Hey, you're not so worthless.
Girl, you've got to work on your words of affirmation. You suck at them.
This ends now.
Does it? Oh, there he is. Get that last horn. Now get the one in the middle. Let's go. You got this, Prompty. You got this, Prompty. Thank God I'm not driving. That would suck. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Okay, where is this abomination of desolation? It's over!
How can this be? I will not.
Okay, we're not over. We're not done yet. Okay, there we go. There we go. Just keep shooting, everybody. Just keep going. Keep shooting that Magitech core. There we go. Pay no attention. The man behind the curtain. And well, it feels like home to me. Don't let him shoot you. Don't let him do it, Prompto. Just keep shooting. Just keep shooting. Come on! Come on! Do better, Prompto. Do better! Yeah, my controller is shaking out of my hands right now. My hands are very sweaty right now. Because we're in a tornado. We're outside. Okay, come on. Fire! Fire! Is it? Oh! Don't let him do it to you, Prompto. Keep shooting. Oh my gosh, this is so epic. Come on! Come on, Prompto! For the love of God! And Daniel, and Shadrach, and Meshach, and Abednego. Oh my gosh, no! Stay focused, Prompto! Do not be distracted by the light! Not today, Satan. Not today. Or worm, Satan. First try, baby. First try. I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried at all. If you think I was worried, you're a liar. Heck yeah, we did it. First try. Good God. What a freaking disaster this has been.
You all right?
Been better.
Yeah. This is what I wanted.
What of this is what
Say it
you
like
wanted?
You mean it. You did good, kid.
Yeah, well, there's an affirmation. I think
Could've
we all
done
learned a lot.
without you, girl. Seriously, though.
Way to end the last stream
Well,
ever.
I better catch up with Noctin, guys. He's got a lot on his plate. And I figure he could probably use a hand. Taking back the crystal and all that. And who knows? Maybe I'll take it back before he does.
I wouldn't do that. You are
Don't
not
get
the king
ahead
of light.
yourself.
Honestly, I don't know for sure if they're going to accept me for who I really am. But I'll never know if I don't speak up. So I'm gonna tell them. After all, it's my life to live.
The boy has become a man. Anyway, Grolly is straight ahead.
Okay, bye.
Aranea,
Yeah?
thanks.
So are you still gonna are you just gonna walk, Arnea? Is that your plan? Just to walk? Like it's a long time, long way. Oh. Listen to this.
Ba-ba-ba-bum, bum, 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 ba-bum.
So why does Arden sing the victory theme? Questions, right? Is this what he wanted? Yes, yes it is. Yes, yes it is. If you've not seen chapter 13, you may want to look away really quick. Just because it is going to show some things from chapter 13. It's not major, but it's a little bit. Yeah, it's a victory for him. Yeah. So what did he want? Well, I think that he wanted Besithia out of the picture. I think he wanted him to be out of the picture, and he used Prompto to do that. In the same way, he's playing mind games with Prompto, inserting doubt into his mind, and that's going to affect his relationship with Noctis. And here, he's been captured by the Empire. So he gets into Grollia, and what happens? Well, he's stuck here. And it's possible that Arden takes him and puts him in here. That's what I'd like to think anyway. So I won't comment on the things that are happening in this, but because that's coming up in chapter 13, which we will play on Thursday, actually. Yeah. Which is exciting, because chapter 13 is my favorite chapter in this game. It is my favorite chapter in this game. We'll have a great discussion on Thursday. Chapter 13 is the reason that I stream. It's the reason why I teach. It's the reason why I'm a doctor. So you don't want to miss 13. You do not want to miss 13. If there was no chapter 13, there would be no Professor Noctis. It is pretty music, though. Oh, definitely don't miss chapter 13. It is the least loved chapter in this game, but it's my favorite. Oh, the boys. Sweet. My. Lord. If there was no man burning a small village with gray hair and a black coat, there'd be no lunchbox. Fair. I mean, to be fair, I guess, like, that's part of my origin story, too. Yeah, Lady of the Rings, thank you. I knew I liked you, right? Because chapter 13 is brilliant. Cover your ears if you don't want to see this. I mean, you won't see it in 13, but it's only for the DLC.
Hey, I'm sorry. For what? For falling right into his trap? And for hurting you like that. I know, right? How could you possibly do such a horrible thing? After everything we've been through.
After everything.
Nah. It's okay. You're not the only one who fell for it. Once this is all over, I say we break down the borders. Come together as one nation. Huh? I mean, what does it matter where you're from, anyway? You know, I never thought I'd say this, but you sounded like a real king for a second. Better late than never.
Better late than never.
I'm gonna make this world a better place. You with me? Uh-huh. Ever at your side.
Aw. Bless. Now, wasn't that sweet? A sweet little ending for us. Wasn't that just the precious? Oh my gosh. After all of the horrific things that we endured during this stream, that really was kind of beautiful, wasn't it? It was so pretty. It was so nice. So, chat, a couple things to talk about before we close out today. So that was episode Prompto. It's a melancholy chapter, but we're not new to melancholy chapters. But there are a couple things that I would like to kind of share about this chapter. I made a pretty strong focus on Babylon for this, and I think that there is a really strong tone of Babylon assimilating Israelite exiles into their nation. I think that utilizing the Scythia and the DNA, the demonic and technological prowess of Niflheim is a really interesting analog to that. Prompto being a, quote, son of Babylon creates some interesting dynamics because he's having to, even though he is Babylonian or whatever, he's maintaining his identity as a Lucian, or in our case, as a person of Israel, right? The other thing that I do want to say is that just as Prompto is a son of Babylon, he's also a son of Saul, who is an adversary to King David. And so Jonathan, the son of Saul, being best friends with David, becomes this sort of like, who am I loyal to? Am I loyal to Saul or am I loyal to David? And for Prompto, it's like, who am I loyal to? Am I destined to betray Noctis because of my kind of hardwiring and DNA? Or am I more Lucian because I choose who I am and where I'm from, not necessarily what I'm born into? So kind of an interesting question about identity and all that kind of stuff. So I love episode Prompto. I love the parallels that we're able to make with Babylonian captivity and in this chapter. And I'm thankful for this DLC. That was a parallel before this DLC ever came out. You get it a little bit in chapter 13, and then we just kind of expanded on it with this. So I think it's really cool. Again, all the DLC that came out did not make me change anything. It just added to what I was already finding in the game. So really, really cool. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, Racy, because it was a headache for me. Man, I'm ready to get back to normal controls on Thursday with Chapter 13. Yeah, there were also a lot of side conversations going on tonight. I'm sorry that I wasn't really keyed into those. Tonight, I know y'all were really discussing, and so thank you for keeping that conversation civil. I know that y'all were touching on some big things like death and afterlife and the validity of religious scriptures and things like that. Thank you for keeping that respectful and inquisitive and all that stuff. Maybe we can do like a theology stream sometime where I can just kind of talk plainly about that. I think that would be, I think that might be fun for all of us. After this semester ends, we can maybe do something like that and just kind of have a chill, just chatting stream or something. It might be fun, just kind of like a AMA, theology-wise. If you think that would be helpful, I love to do that sort of thing. It's fun to do that during like a stream like this, and maybe it'll be something like I just like try to platinum mini games in Rebirth or something like that. We could do that. It could be a lot of fun. I love talking theology. And one thing, like I always try to distinguish my personal beliefs from like the things that I'm trying to teach. Right? I like to share, well, some groups think this and other groups think this, and this is kind of orthodox, this is a fringe belief. I like to talk about all of those things because I think that knowledge is power in that respect. So, now if you ever ask me about my own personal beliefs, then I can also talk about that. But I like to just kind of address questions. Smith, in the 14th chapter, Catholic version, there's a point where Tyke King allows two Persian gods to be overcome, and nobles start to say the king has become Jewish. It made me think a bit of Prompto's insisting he's a Lucian. Honestly, yeah, you're right, Smith. I've read that story before. And yeah, you're right. That did not come to mind, but that's really cool. That's fun. Occasional planned streams, rage streams. Yeah, for real. Need twerking Prompto while I gagged a theological take. Honest to God, like, this was a chaotic stream. This was a chaotic stream of, like, theology in one corner, Prompto defying death in the other, and then Prompto twerking as I'm trying to talk about biblical parallels. Good God, I've got to check out that clip. That is the most insane thing I've ever... When I just looked down and he's freaking shaking it, I was like, what is this? What is this freaking stream, you guys? Anyway, look forward to Thursday, because it's going to be so fun. I don't know if it's going to be fun, but it is going to be really, really cool. And I'm excited to share with you the moment that I had the aha of this game and the thing that brought it all together. I can't wait to share it with you. So anyway, it's going to be good. It's going to be a little long, minimum 2 hours, but it'll be good. And with that, everybody, I am going to call it a night. It's been a long day, and we got tornadoes or something else. So, and with that, everybody, you have the best freaking night of your life, and I will see you all on Thursday. Bye, folks.